All right, folks, what we have here is a 2000 Ford Explorer Sport two-door SUV. Okay, it's got some issues, nothing major, nothing that'll, stop your enjoyment of it. But as I always do, I like to go over the good and the bad. First of all, it's a 2000. It's got 152,772, so there's still plenty of life left in it. Anybody that knows Fords knows that these babies can go for quite some time. All right, this one does run very, very well. It's got automatic 4x4 or all-wheel drive if you prefer, or you can change it to 4 high, or you can even put it into 4 low. And I don't know if you could hear the click, you could hear the transfer case engage, and it does work in all modes. I've already tested it. Now take it out, put it back into automatic. Okay, now typical Ford. Okay, if you'll notice, do you see where the little arrow is? It says it's in park. It's not, obviously it's not lined up. For some reason on all of these older Fords, every one I get, this happens. So you just have to feel, okay, right there. That's reverse. That's neutral. And that's drive. No big deal, but I like to tell everybody everything I know. Okay. As far as lights are concerned, see that flashing light right there? That's going to stay on. All right, and I'll explain to you in a minute why the airbag light flashes at you. First of all, the interior, typical wear and tear for its age. I don't know what happened here. Looks like somebody tried to put their initials in there, but it's pretty clean. So you can see nice tan seat there. Of course, where your elbow goes is missing because that just gets worn out, with your elbow being there all the time. Let's check the windows. Right front and left front. And of course, they operate as they should. Got the auto lamp, the automatic day-night mirror. Okay, this little thing up here is supposed to tell you what I'm guessing, like compass or whatever. I should have just had the fuse checked. I didn't bother, but again, it's nothing that really will stop your enjoyment of the vehicle. Oh, dumbass aftermarket radio. Ford makes a good radio. Why people do this, I don't know. This one claims to say you can have XM hooked up, but it does work.
Wednesday to Friday from 12 to 2 p.m. Entrees also.
Okay, you can hear that, but I like to leave it off and actually turn the power off. Yep. This faceplate does come off. I can take it off. The heat works as it should. There you go. You can hear it. The air conditioner, the compressor does go on, but I can't say whether it gets really cold. Why? It's a little bit chilly out. Oh, power mirrors. Let's check those. Right mirror, no problem. Left mirror. Yep, works exactly as it should. All right, let's hop out. Now, as you can see, the door looks very nice. Now I'm going to tell you the story about why that airbag light is on. All right, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen somebody do, but go figure. I don't know how easily you can tell in the video, but if you look at this seat, you'll see it's in pretty decent shape. I'm pretty sure the seat that was there was not in decent shape. This is a gray seat. This does not match the rest of the interior. It's a power seat, just like it's supposed to be, and as you can see, the power options all work. But according to my mechanic, when they put the seat in, rather than just disconnect, all the wires underneath, they cut them. So he doesn't know how to wire it all back together. That is why that airbag light is on, because there's a sensor apparently in the seat that tells, I guess, the car when somebody's sitting in the seat, and it tells the airbag that, hey, you better work, there's somebody sitting in the seat. But whoever did this, and I have no idea what the history of this vehicle is, they did a really stupid thing by cutting the wire. So if you're pretty, good with like figuring stuff out and you want to pop it out and check that out, that's up to you. But my guy couldn't figure it out. He's not real good with that kind of stuff. As you can see, there's your floor. No floor mats. I don't know where they went. I guess it didn't come with any. There's that. Now we'll go along. Here's your door frame. As you can see, typical. Little spot right there, little rust starting. You can arrest that if you like, or you can just leave it. Here's your door. This door actually is pretty clean underneath. This whole thing actually for a 2000 Explorer is pretty clean. Oh, tires. Let's do the tires. Goodyear Wrangler up front. I'm going to give that. You're going to want to replace this tire probably before you get most of the way through the summer. This one back here, however, feels like, geez, that's got like 85%. Let's go around to this side. So obviously this guy replaced some tires at different times. Yeah, this one is really good too, 85%. At least, they put it on the main drive wheel. And this is the same one as the other side, so these need to be replaced. I would say you want to put 2 tires on this thing pretty quickly after you get it. But look at this side. how nice and clean. There's a little bit of a dinger there. The paint's clean, shiny. I don't see any major rust. Let's open this up. Again, same spot as on the other side, a little bit there. But other than that, you know, this is a pretty clean little car. Here, let's do this. Here's your back. And you can see it's got the fold-down seats. They pop down, so you actually can get quite, for a little two-door, you can get quite a bit of storage out of this thing. And of course, here's your passenger door. Again, looks pretty darn good. All right, let's go around to the motor. Now, as you can see, I don't spend a lot of time detailing this up. I mean, it should be a little cleaner than it is. I don't know what happened here, but anyway, the reason why is people get, you know, feel funny when a motor looks like brand new and stuff. It's like, ooh, what are they trying to hide? I don't try to hide anything. All right, but I do prefer them a little cleaner than this. This kind of aggravates me a little bit. Anyway, where the heck is that? Oh, see this? All the wires go in here. I can't get my hand in there to rev it, but here, you can listen. I'll shut up for a minute and let you guys listen. Basically, the moral of that story I just showed you there was, hey, guess what? This thing does run really good. All right, now as you can see, the front actually looks very nice. You can tell a lot by the front of a car. If it's all beat up and scratched and cracked, you know it's had a pretty rough life. This one actually looks pretty decent. Like I said, going down the side, we look good. Like I said, there's that little, you know, mark right there. About the only thing I do know, oh, here's the back. As you can see, you know, pretty clean. It's got the usual little scuff marks, but there is on the back, and I'm going to show that to you right now. All right, as you can see, the tailgate does fit and everything, but look right here. This happened very recently. I know it didn't happen while I had it. I got it like this, but it looks like everything fits. The trunk ajar light doesn't stay on, so it does have a good seal, but as you can see, it's got a little bit of a dinger right there, and it's up to you. Fix it, don't fix it. I personally wouldn't fix it. You know, the vehicle's not worth fixing. That's why I didn't do it. It does have the roof rack coming up the side here, looking pretty good. Here, let's see. Oh, here, let me roll this window down. All right, and then we'll get the whole side view. And as you can see, it does have the little keypad there. So if you don't have your keys, what I like to do in the summertime, leave my car running so it's nice and cool, or in the winter, for vice versa, and then use the keypad to get in. But in order to do that, you're going to need the code, which I don't have. But you can go to the dealer and get it. Okay, let's close that. See, as you can see, no check engine lights, no door ajar lights, so everything is sealed. I already explained what the deal is with the, what do you call it, the airbag light. Oh, and it also has good for, geez, until 2014, June of 2014, your inspection sticker is good until. So I think that's pretty cool too. All right, we got tilt wheel. Let me put the tilt wheel down. Let's put her in gear. All right, and yes, believe it or not, that is in the proper spot. We'll go for a ride. Oh, this does have remote keyless entry. Okay, I'm pushing the buttons now. I don't know if it's working or if it will work, but whatever, it does have the thing, so. All right, here we go. Go for a little ride. This does have a nice little bit of spunk to it. I guess it's a 4-liter 6-cylinder probably. So it does get up and go. And most importantly on these test drives, what I like to show is that the transmission does shift nice and smooth, doesn't slip, doesn't grind. I don't hear any unusual noises other than, you know, the usual road noise, little tire noise, but yeah, I don't notice anything. It does seem to go down the road pretty straight, you know. It's not pulling one way or the other. All the gauges appear to be working properly. All right, let's go turn around here. See if I can beat the mailman here. All right, here we go. Ooh, nice little turning radius on these. That's another nice thing about these little 2-doors. They turn around on a dime, literally. Okay, now we head back. See, nice smooth shifts right up to 50 miles an hour. This is something I have a lot of confidence in. I wouldn't feel bad if anybody said, hey, listen, we'll make it back to Florida, to, you know, wherever. I would say, yeah, definitely. This is definitely a decent running vehicle. All right, what I'm going to do next is a little brake test, and all that's going to be is I'm going to pull into this vacant lot, find this little patch of loose gravel, slam on the brakes, let go of the wheel, and then we'll see what happens. It just tells you, whether the brake equalization's any good, if the vehicle has anti-lock brakes, whether they work or not, that sort of thing. All right, I'll put my directional on. Okay, pull the camera back. You can see, here we go, and brake. Okay, good news. I don't know if you could hear that or not. But if you did notice, maybe you saw the wheel, did one of those. It's supposed to do that. That's good news. That means the anti-lock brakes, well, first of all, it means that the vehicle does have anti-lock brakes. Second of all, that they operate exactly as they're supposed to. So that's good. So you got yourself, this because of its age, its mileage, anti-lock brakes, four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive actually, airbags, all that stuff, especially if you get the driver one fixed. This is a great little car with a new driver. Safe. You got a little bit of metal wrapped around you. It's not like one of them little tiny like Kias or something like that. And it's going to be very, very cheap. I sell all my stuff at a very reasonable price, and I do take into account, the little bit of damage in the back and the airbag thing, so don't worry about that. You'll have plenty of money left over to do any fixing you want on it. But it's a great first car. Or if you need a second car, for whatever. So, let's do a quick little recap. This is a 2000 Ford Explorer Sport, which is the upgraded model. 152,773 miles, and just an all-around decent little car. It does have its little issues, as I explained to you. I explained to you about the airbag, I explained to you about that little thing in the back there and everything else. Oh, here, I want to show you this. And as you can see, yep, June of 2014 does have the nice Ford aluminum alloy wheels, and it has four wheels that match, and even more amazingly to me, it actually has 1, 2, 3, 4 of the actual wheel caps. Usually I get them, there's a bunch of stuff missing. So anyway, as I always do, I hope this vehicle goes to somebody that needs a nice, clean, reliable little SUV. Thank you, folks.